Right, I'm going to be honest. It annoys me when people say study smarter, not harder. Because I often just think, well, why not both? Why not study hard and smart? Surely that's the best way to go. And I think if you apply both of these concepts, your studying life will change forever. So let's get into why that is. If you study hard and you study smart, you study less. If you integrate both of these concepts into your working life, you don't have to work as much. You have more time to spend on other activities that are fun, meaningful, productive, and relaxing. So studying hard and smart is the best way to go for your entire life. It's not easy, but it is worthwhile. And I think it's the reason that I can do very well at my A-levels whilst juggling YouTube, wheelchair basketball, going to the gym, and all other humanly activities that I have to do on a day-to-day basis. So how do we study hard? Well, I think mainly it's about focusing deeply and limiting distractions. You do a single task with immense attention. You go into a state of flow on that one individual task. You're not talking to somebody else. You're not checking your phone. You're not listening in to something else happening around you. You are completely and utterly involved in that one activity. And this means that you do it well. You do it with a level of depth that is better than if you'd studied in a shallow manner. This means telling your family to not distract you when you're in your room. This means getting your headphones on and telling your friends you can't chat while you're working. This means doing a single task and doing it as deeply and as focused as you possibly can. Now for this, I feel like I need at least an hour to get into such a deep zone, and I don't think I can do more than 2 or 3 at once, because then I just get burnt out and my brain just feels like it's been a washing machine. So you got to do, decent hour or 2 of focused study with limited distractions, and that would be my definition of studying hard. So how do we study smart? Well, my definition would be you have to pick the right tasks. Yes, you can go deep and be focused and study hard on a specific task, but if that task is pretty low quality, you're not going to get the results that you want. So you want to pick the correct things. In productivity, there's the 80-20 rule, which basically means that 20% of the tasks you do are the reason for 80% of the results, okay? So that means with your studying, there will be a certain set of activities, whether it's answering exam questions or doing better revision techniques, that will reap the most rewards when it comes to studying. And to me, studying smart is doing that, picking the most effective methods of working. In my case, these are activities that require me to retrieve information out of my brain, which I've gone into in my effective studying video, which I'll link in one of the corners, and also answering exam questions, difficult exam questions, not just your 1 and 2 markers. Studying smart also involves making it a habit, making it something you do on a regular basis, and therefore it's easy to transition into studying from doing something else. You want to make it enjoyable so that you want to turn up to that habit, whether it's the music that you listen to, the pens that you use, or the kind of aesthetic and vibe you create on your desk. Make it enjoyable and make it a habit, which means you can stick to it on the long term, because that's the smartest thing, is doing little bits regular. Okay, that's what we want here. Also, I do think it's important when you study hard to do the right things and not the wrong things outside of your working life. I'm talking about prioritizing your sleep, eating good food so you can maintain focus, exercising to keep your memory and your focus there, right? These things may seem like they're separate from your working, studying life, but they're not. They are not mutually exclusive. They do influence your ability to learn and your ability to remember and your ability to study effectively. So these 2 concepts together are a dangerous combination. Yeah? If you can study hard and study smart, you study less and you study effectively. So you can be doing other things in your life. People will question how you can do so well at school and still be doing X, Y, and Z in your life. You can have a social life and get good sleep and get good grades. The triad that people think is impossible. It's a dangerous combination, and it will take you to the next level, I can guarantee. These concepts applied together will put you ahead of everyone else who can work hard but maybe aren't doing the right activities, or the people that choose the right things to do but put very little effort in. You will be the outlier. You will be the anomaly in the classroom, and you will get the results that you're after. You may find you have one of these and not the other, so therefore use this video to identify that and focus on the area that you're missing out on. But with that said, there'll be another video from me here if you're interested. But I'm grateful that you got to the end of this video, and I hope these tips help you in your work life. And I'll see you next time. But until then, you know what to do. Be an anomaly.